Chapter 12, we saw Larry, Kent, and Morgan being picked up at sea after their motorboat had been blown to atoms by two of Collins' henchmen. Back on Treasure Island, Collins instructed the professor to manufacture a chest full of counterfeit pirate coins. Later, on the wharf in San Pablo, Gridley, believing Larry had the pirate treasure map, forced his way into Larry's camp. In the meantime, Captain Cuttle and Pony, seeking to elude Dr. X and Danya, are trapped on a railroad trestle.
People in all my born days.
Avast, stow that chatter. We want to get to the San Pablo Hotel.
I guess I can take you there. My truck's out front. Come on.
It's all right. He's a friend of mine.
What's it all about?
That man kicked your tenant out of the ambulance. He may be badly hurt, so you better go back and pick him up. I'm going to telephone.
Wait! Please, Mr. Collins. What's that?
What's what?
That strange sound.
Oh, that's the sea. This tunnel runs very close to the shoreline here.
Oh, numismatically speaking, these coins look quite authentic, aren't they?
Yes, they look almost real enough to spend. You did a very good job on these, Professor. Very good indeed. If I didn't know any better, I'd surely believe these pieces were genuine.
Odd you should be hiding treasure when you spent all these years digging for it.
Yes. Now we'll bury these, Professor. And we'll be sure to arrange this ground so that it looks like it had never been disturbed.
Aye, aye. We've come to the end of our voyage.
What's that? Yes. Get it up out there. Now bring this to the main hall. Finding of this proves beyond any doubt that there is pirate treasure on this island. Professor, tell Greer to keep his men digging.
Quite right.
This makes you a terribly rich man, Mr. Collins.
Probably the richest in the world. And also the saddest.
What do you mean, sir?
Jerry, the finding of this gold. According to this treasure map, proves that Tony Morrell is my daughter.
Why, Mr. Collins, what are you saying?
Yes, Jerry. It's all written right here in the secret code. Jerry, I want you to contact Tony. Tell her that you found her father and bring her back here. I want all this gold to be hers. It actually belongs to her.
You want me to tell her that you're her father?
No. No. I've been so unkind to her that she'd probably be afraid to return. I do want to make amends. Tell her the professor's her father. Here. Take these with you. They'll convince her.
Yes.
And remember, tell her to be sure and bring her half of the treasure map. Because when that half is placed alongside of my half, it will definitely prove that I am her father.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead. Why the silence, Chief?
What you just told me carries me back a long, long time, Larry. It's a remarkable story I ever heard.
Well, I'll bet it's one of the best features this paper ever carried.
Westmore, right?
Yes?
How did you know? I found this likeness of you in this old logbook in Tom Paxton's cabin.
Huh?
Aye. Ever hear of a man by the name of Stanton?
You mean Captain Stanton?
That's him. Years ago, you and him went on a treasure hunt. Found an old pirate map. That map you tore in half. You kept one half and him the other. And you quarreled and parted. Your half of the map was stolen.
Right.
Long about that time, you and your wife separated. And your daughter was born. Didn't know she was alive, did you?
You say that I have a daughter?
That's what this old logbook has.
Paxton knew all this.
Because for years, Stanton lived under the name of Paxton. He made it his life's work to bring you and your daughter together.
Who is my daughter?
The one that owns the other half of the treasure map. The one they call in this town Tony Morrell.
Who is it that brings us to see you?
This gentleman over here, Miss Morrell. Miss Morrell?
Yes.
Porter. He wants you to come over and sign a charge against 3 people that came up here on the ship with you. You said you'd understand.
Yes, I do understand.
There's a car waiting outside.
Oh, all right. There.
All right. You won't tell us where that map is for your own sake. Maybe you'll tell us for the sake of Mr. Kent's building. The longer you hold out, the tougher it is on him.
All right, I'll tell you. It's in the safe deposit at the hotel where I'm staying.
Good. Write a letter to the hotel and tell him to give that map to the bearer. Come on. Captain Cuttle, your story is amazing.
Aye, and you ain't heard the half of it yet.
I guess that's all right. Signature on the letter takes her signature on the registry. Thanks. You're welcome.
Miss Morrell in, please.
Why, you just sent for her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the man just called here for her and said you wanted to see her.
And I wanted to see her.
Yes. The same man just came back with a message from Miss Morrell telling me to give him a letter that she left here in the safe. Look, there he gets in the car now.
Follow that car.
Seems like it's taken more a long time. You're not double-crossing us, are you?
No, no.
Where's Miss Morrell? Where is she?
In this building.
Where?
On the 10th floor. There's something wrong.
Will Saltwater Jerry discover the pirate coins are counterfeit? Is Westmore Tony Morell's father? What happened to Larry Kent? In Chapter 13, Captain Cuttle and Tony miraculously escaped death on the railroad vessel. During this time, Larry Kent was rescued from the river. On the way to the hospital, Gridley attacked Larry in order to secure the pirate treasure map. At the newspaper office, Captain Cuttle convinced Westmore that he, Westmore, was the father of Tony Morell. Later on, Gridley holds Tony a prisoner while Larry Kent battles to rescue her. might have it. Come on.
Hey, Kent took the map away from me.
He did, huh? Well, the next time you see him, give him this.
And from the minute that girl come to the island, I made up my mind that I was going to track down her history to the last period.
And you did a good job of it, too, my friend.
Well, I guess I'll be going now. See what them young folks is up to and leave you to your work. Good day to you, sir. Good day.
Oh, Miss Morales, there's a long-distance call for you.
For me?
Yes, they wanted you to call the Cortez operator as soon as you came in.
What do you suppose that means?
There's only one way to find out. Have them put the call through and transfer it to Miss Morel's room right away.
Yes, sir.
Let me get you some station ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes? Yes, this is Miss Morel speaking.
How long have you been here, Pedro?
I've been here at Cortez 5 years. There's your telephone.
Thanks. Come on, Jerry.
Miss Morel? Is this Miss Morel?
Yes, this is Miss Morel speaking.
This is Jerry. Your old friend Saltwater Jerry. And an old friend of Captain Tom Paxton. Do you remember me?
Why, of course I remember you, Jerry. How could I ever forget you? Saltwater Jerry, he's calling from Cortez.
Can you see? Rapid.
Tell her that you found her father.
Listen, Miss Morel. I have found your father. Yes, he's down here on Treasure Island.
Where is he? Who is he?
Tell her about me.
Yes, we found the treasure, Miss Morel. That is, Mr. Collins found the treasure. And he has the other half of your map. Yes, it tells the whole story about your father.
Now tell her to get down here with her hat.
Yes?
Mr. Collins wants you to forget all that he's done to you, Miss Morel, if you can. Now that he's found the treasure and your father, too, he's willing to let bygones be bygones.
Good work, Jerry. And don't forget about her half of the map.
But you haven't told me who my father is yet. Who is he? Can't be Mr. Collins.
No, Miss Morel. Your father is the professor. Yes. I'll wait here in Cortez for you. And don't forget your half of the map. Yes.
Mary, my father's just found. It's the professor down on Treasure Island.
Professor. Wait a minute, Tony. Are you sure it wanted Jerry on the phone?
Oh, why, of course I'm sure. I know his voice.
We'll take the next boat back.
You mean you will come with me?
Listen, Tony. You might as well make up your mind right now that I'll be with you for the rest of your life.
They're getting ready to leave for Treasure Island at once. We must find Gridley and beat them there at all costs. Hello? Give me the clerk, please. Oh, yes. Is this the clerk? Yes. Please, will you have my bill made out right away? I've got to go away. I'm sorry. Thank you.
They're gone. They're gone. Give them the timbers, they're gone.
On who's gone?
Boy and girl. They're headed back for Treasure Island. What? It says so out here in this letter they left for me at the hotel.
And that's why we're going.
Good, come on.
Can you make out what sort of a plane it was that just landed?
Yes, it's a seaplane.
Do you suppose it could be the boy and the girl?
It's possible. I'll find out. Remember, Professor, I'm not supposed to be on this island. You understand?
Yes,
Are you sure you saw the treasure, Jerry?
Oh, yes, Mr. Kent. A whole chest full of gold.
Doctor.
Oh. Has Ridley explained to you what you men are expected to do?
Everything's all set. Just as soon as Kent and the girl get here, they'll be taken care of properly.
All right, wait.
Well, thank you, Jim. Hey, you're all right. No, you don't want any of this. Too bad. Your little tummy ache. Eh?
The guard was right. Cuttle and the stranger landed in that seaplane last night.
Where is the stranger now?
Over in Cuttle's cabin.
Then we must act more quickly than ever.
No, there's nothing we can do until Kent and the girl get here.
Oh, Mr. Kent.
Yes?
I don't think you better come along with us.
Why not?
It was her father's wishes. He wants to be with the girl alone.
I can't understand you lately, Jerry. You've been acting very strangely since we met you in Cortez.
Don't say any more, Mr. Kent. This whole business has got me terribly upset. I certainly will be glad when it's all over.
I think he's right, Larry. I'd better see my father alone first.
Okay, Tony, just as you say. I'll wait down here at the boat.
Kent and the girl have landed. You two get out the boat. I'll be there in a few minutes with a map. We got to get away before Collins finds out we're here. Come with me.
I think you better go in alone, Mr. Morrell.
I'm very glad to see you again, Miss Morrell.
Where's my father?
Your father?
Yes, the professor.
And what makes you think the professor is your father?
I thought Walter Jerry told me so.
Oh, those old sea dogs are great hands at spinning yarns, Miss Morrell.
Do you mean this is a trick?
Not a trick, my dear lady, but a master stroke on my part. I wouldn't attempt to leave here if I were you, Miss Morrell. I want that map.
All right, take it easy. I'm going to give you just one more chance, Mr. Kent. That's all.
What are you waiting for? What is it?
I want that treasure map.
You think I have it? Why don't you search me?
Searching, boys. He hasn't got it, huh? Has the girl got the map? Take him to the volcano.
This is what fooled your friend, Saltwater Jerry. Now, I want that map, I tell you.
But
I don't care what you say. I want that map. I know you've got it. You've got to give it to me. Give me that map, I tell you. It's one time when you'll obey me. Now, get in there.
You out of the way, Kent. I'll only have the girl to deal with, and that'll be easy. Unless you want to tell me where that treasure map is.
Will Tony Morrell discover that Collins has tricked her? Will Cuttle and Westmore reach Treasure Island in time to rescue Tony and Larry? What happened to Larry Kent? In Chapter 14, Larry Kent rescued Tony Morrell from the clutches of Grid. Later on, Tony received a phone call from Saltwater Jerry telling her that her father was alive and living on Treasure Island. Meanwhile, Captain Cuttle told Westmore that Larry and Tony had returned to Treasure Island. On Treasure Island, Larry Kent, in his attempt to escape Grizzly, falls into the burning volcano.
Larry! Mr. Kent!
I think she'll tell us where that map is now.
Here's the map you wanted, Mr. Collins.
last. Good. Good. The secret of Treasure Island is mine.
Jerry, where's Miss Morrell?
Collins has it.
Wait. I'll take care of Collins. You try and find the professor. Maybe he knows where Miss Morrell is. Hurry up.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out of here! Get out! I tell you, get out! Get out of my goal, I tell you! Get out of it! I don't want you going. Where's Miss Morrell? I think it's discovered that you're on the island.
What those gongs were ringing for?
I'm sure of it. Here, give me a hand with this thing. Come on, quick.
Seen anything of my daughter and young Ken?
There's no time for that now. You wouldn't be safe. I've got to find a better hiding place.
I know, but where can we go?
I know a lot of places down here in these tunnels. Go ahead. Get below. Take good care of yourself, Jim. Stay here. I'm going back to the room of doors to get the girl.
Where is that treasure map? Answer me. Where is it?
I haven't got it now. The shark has it.
Where's Captain Collins? He's gone to the room of doors to get Tony.
You're not killing.
I am telling you the truth.
You won't tell me willingly. I'll find a way to make you talk.
Back there. Back. Get back. Back, I said. Tony! Through that door, quick! Quick! This is the tunnel that leads to the mainland. This way! Quick!
Where have they gone?
Down in the tunnel that leads to the mainland.
Won't get far.
What is it?
The shark has every tunnel on this island protected with dynamite. And these buttons govern every foot of the way. You all right, Tony? Come on, come on!
And I'm telling you, Treasure Island was full of ghosts. And one night one of them grabbed me by the throat, and I says, I let go, or I'll harpoon you.
My friend, that's all I know about the secret of Treasure Island.
But that still doesn't explain the ghost of the Black Pirate.
Ghost? Oh. Professor has him in his pocket.
Pocket? What's the matter with you, Captain? Have you lost your mind?
Professor, produce the ghost.
I've changed this camera into a little invention of my own. In it, I carry my ray light, and with it, I can project a picture of the ghost of the Black Pirate. And when I shut off the light, the ghost disappears.
How do you like that? Professor, how about the voices?
Pieces of eight. Pieces of eight. They belong to me. Fooled by a ventriloquist.
I still think it's a shame we didn't bring back any of the treasure.
Who says we didn't bring back any treasure? Look at this. You think I lived all these years on that island for nothing? Why, there hardly was a day that I didn't do some treasure hunting of my own. I guess this proves it.
Thanks, Captain. Now that I have found you, my dear, it's only to lose you again for this young pirate, Larry Kent.